Let's make your portfolio looking robust, even if you just started your virtual assistant journey right now. I mean, the goal is to take you from entry-level virtual assistants with zero experience to pro-level qualified virtual assistants with loads of experiences from these simple yet essential strategies that will ensure that your potential clients never look past your job application moving forward. Hi my friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, my name is Jen and I'm excited to welcome you into this growing community of virtual assistants and work from home enthusiasts. I have a goal and it is to provide you with essential and very comprehensive knowledge about virtual assistants while I am also revealing to you diverse money-making opportunities that you never knew existed if you stick around. Virtual assistant coach. One of the questions I actually get asked the most out of the billion questions that I get asked is, how do I, as a new virtual assistant, fill up my portfolio with experiences? If clients keep asking entry-level virtual assistants to show experiences in their portfolio. And luckily for you, I'm going to be expressly answering this question in this video because trust me, I understand. I started as a newbie virtual assistant. I was once a newbie virtual assistant and I was able to certainly navigate that stage of being a newbie virtual assistant and having to show something in your portfolio even if you just started. Okay? So first off, if you don't know what a portfolio is, don't worry, I got you, and I'm going to be telling you what a portfolio is. Portfolio is simply proof of work done before, showcased properly in an organized manner. And for a virtual assistant, your portfolio basically is proof of task or project that you've done before that shows that you are a virtual assistant. And the reason why a lot of clients want to see your portfolio with experiences is because there are virtual assistants that claim to be qualified virtual assistants or skilled virtual assistants but cannot actually carry out tasks. So clients want to see the task you've done before, the virtual assistant task you've done before, to sort of reassure them that indeed you are a skilled virtual assistant like you claim. Before I move on to sharing the strategies that I talked about that I'm going to be sharing with you to help you fill up your portfolio with experiences, I would like to make mention of this. Most of the times we expect experiences to mean that we must have had work experience for XYZ number of years, but truthfully, experiences or work experience don't necessarily mean that. Experience usually mean you have actually carried out a particular task or a particular project in your niche consistently in a way that is driving you towards mastery. I hope that makes sense. Portfolio can be created in different formats. It just depends on the platform that you are using to create. And as a newbie virtual assistant, there are different platforms you can use to create your portfolio for free. You can use Canva, you can use portfolio bots, you can use Google Doc, you can use clippings.me, and if you would like for me to make a detailed tutorial on how to use each of these platforms to create a portfolio for yourself, then I need you to go to the comment section right now and type portfolio tutorial. Right, do that right now and I will create a video like that. So before we move on to sharing the amazing strategies that I talked about that will help your portfolio looking very robust and not looking like a complete beginner or an entry-level virtual assistant, I would like to ask you for a favor. Kindly click the like button and also click the subscribe button. It will mean a lot to me if you do that. And once you do that, please go into the comment section to type subscribed or I have subscribed. Once you do that, I am going to be sending you a warm hug and also a free gift just for you as my subscriber. Please take the next few seconds to do that and I will really appreciate it. Okay, I want to believe that you've done that, so let's move on to the the 5 amazing strategies that I talked about that will help your portfolio looking good enough for your next job application. So if you're a newbie, there are different ways you can use to gain experience without having to spend a lot of time in the job market. And the first way is to apply for internship. I know that this seems counterintuitive because, of course, you're learning virtual assistants because you want to make money. So, how do I expect you, after most probably spending so much money to learn from a coach or buying a course, to now come and offer your services for free? Remember that I said most of the times experience, when clients talk about needing an experienced virtual assistant, they don't necessarily mean somebody that has worked for many years. They mean somebody that has repeatedly done virtual assistant tasks successfully. So what you want to do is look out for businesses or organizations that are your potential clients or look like your potential clients and offer your services for free. Even if it means a 1 week internship, a 2 weeks internship, a 1 month internship, or a 3 months internship. And most of the times, it is an indirect way to get yourself into a job, because once you intern and you do such a great job, before you are leaving, if they have a budget for you, they will definitely want to keep you, except they don't have a budget. So that is one way you can use to fill up your portfolio with experiences. And if you are wondering how you are going to be able to apply for internships or where you can find organizations looking for internship, you can use your LinkedIn. Just check out different organizations and see if they are currently hiring for interns, or just go and get the contact information or the email of the hiring manager and send them your email or your resume that you are looking forward to getting an internship. Another way you can use to get this internship is to go on Instagram, look at businesses. So if you want to be a freelance business virtual assistant or a business virtual assistant, basically look out for businesses, look out for individuals that you would potentially like to work with. Identify different problems that they probably have that you have a solution to. Reach out to them and let them know that you would like to offer your services for them for free for a certain number of duration, because you identify that they have this problem and they will definitely get to work with you. That is the first strategy. The second strategy is you can volunteer to work with family members or friends. So definitely we have family members and friends that are professionals or have one business or the other. So you can volunteer to offer your virtual assistant services for them for free. The fact that somebody is not paying you does not mean that the work you are doing for them is not worth being an experience in your portfolio. That is something that you need to know. The fact that the person is not paying you does not mean that the services you're offering to them is not worthy of being an experience in your portfolio. So whether they're your friends, whether they are your family members, as long as it is an actual task that you would have most probably do for a virtual assistant client, that will count as an experience. Another thing is, or the third strategy is to make yourself your client. This is something that a lot of people do not know is possible. Truthfully, how I started is I used to have a blog. I started as a blog writing virtual assistant. I used to have a blog from 2017, 2016 into 2017. So I learned virtual assistance in 2016, and at the end of the year I started a blog. I was writing for my blog from 2016 into 2018, and every job I applied for, every virtual assistant job, content creation job, content writing job I applied for, I referred back to my blog as my experience. So the fact that it was my blog didn't mean that the work I was doing was not valid. And I believe that a lot of people do not take things like that serious because they don't respect themselves enough to believe that the work that they are probably doing for themselves is good work. Okay, so I always referred back to my blog as my experience. And after a while, I started a Facebook page where I was also writing as well. So my Facebook page and my blog became the wealth of experiences that I kept including in my portfolio. So you see, as you're starting, you can decide if you're a blogger, if you are a content writing virtual assistant, you can create a blog or you can create a newsletter and just be writing there for a start. In fact, you can decide that you want to use 2 weeks to create projects or create content that can serve as an experience in your portfolio. So create a lot of content, and when you start applying, you can link the blog or link the newsletter. If you are an email writing virtual assistant, you can also create an email newsletter. You can use Substack to create an email newsletter, create a lot of content, email content there, and then link it. So whichever one, if you want to be a social media virtual assistant, all you need to do is create a social media account either for yourself, or you can create a dummy social media account and take it as a client and do all of the things that you do for a client for yourself or for that account. Then in the end, when you are filling your resume or filling your portfolio, you'd refer to those things that you did as your experience. I hope that makes sense. The first strategy is if you are a virtual assistant that learned from a coach or a boot camp like the Equipped Virtual Assistant boot camp that I had, then of course you must have carried out projects or assignments. One thing you can do is to turn those assignments that you did into projects and include them in your portfolio. For example, in the Equipped Virtual Assistant boot camp or coaching, one-on-one coaching with me, I give my students assignments like file organization, assignments like email management, assignments like calendar management. Those tasks that you do in the bootcamp and also in your courses or wherever you learned, you can convert them into your portfolio. And if you'd like to know how they are going to look in your portfolio, again, just go to the comment section and type portfolio tutorial, and I will create a detailed video or a detailed tutorial on how you can create an amazing portfolio, a step-by-step detailed tutorial. Okay, and finally, the last strategy you can use to make your portfolio looking robust with experience, even if you just started your virtual assistant journey today, is to do something I call an experience transfer. I bet you didn't know there was something called that. So experience transfer is just like a skill transfer, and how this happens is if you are trying to become an administrative virtual assistant, or you're trying to become a customer support virtual assistant, and there are certain skills or there are certain tasks that customer support virtual assistants would usually do, but in your former work experience or the former place you worked, you did it even not as a virtual assistant. You can just include what you did there in your portfolio. Typical example is, let's say you used to be a social media manager and you're trying to transition into customer support virtual assistant. So a customer support virtual assistant basically is an intermediary between a business owner and their customers, right? So that means that anytime a potential customer or an actual customer is trying to reach the business owner, it is the customer support that will handle it. So as a social media manager, part of the things you most likely would have done is DM management. And that means that potential customers of your clients are reaching out to you via DM. And that can be likened to customer support task or a customer support role. So you can bring your DM management experience into your customer support portfolio, and that can become an experience for you. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that you've learned this strategy. Again, the reason why I share this strategy with you is because these are strategies that I've done and they've definitely given me success, and also strategies that I've shared with some of my mentees and they've applied them and they've been able to build their portfolio, make it good enough to land their clients. And this is the end of the video. I hope you had a great time watching. If you've not subscribed, please, now is the time to click the subscribe button. Also click the like button. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know the strategy that strikes you the most and the strategy you're going to be applying. And I will see you in my next video.